This is Jake from 12th Fret Media, and we're here with Yamaha at NAMM 2022. What do you have for us, Yamaha?
Hey guys, this is Arthur Morin with Yamaha. Today we're introducing the all-new THR 32 wireless. We're introducing the all-new black and white color variations. We are the originator when it comes to the desktop amp. Here is a total of 30 watts of power. It's wireless, it's portable, and you have the wireless capability with the G10 Line 6 relay. You have 15 different amp modes with the THR. You also have a mobile application for players that are looking for more functionality. You get a deep dive to really fine-tune the sound that you're really looking for. We're excited about this. We hope you guys are as well. It is $549.99. Check out your local dealer for the latest THR. Thank you.
And with that, the need for a desktop amplifier, do you feel, before then, what do you think some of the big problems were that this amp addresses?
Well, portability, right? As players want to move around and not haul a ton of gear around. It's very light, it's very portable, and it's actually very loud.
And that's what you need in your amplifiers, so check these guys out. That is going to get you set up, especially if you've got limited room, you're there in your home studio, this will get you set. Also from Yamaha, we have this amazing guitar. Tell us a little bit about this, Arthur.
Yes, this is the all-new RevStar Pro. This comes in this Swift Blue, excuse me. This has the humbucker pickups. We have chambered bodies across the entire RevStar lineup. This one specifically has the carbon reinforced body and neck. You got the stainless steel frets with the humbucker pickups. You also have the 5-position selector switch, giving you 5 different tones. But wait, there's more. You have the focus switch. You pull this up and it gives you an additional 5 different options. So with this, you have 10 different tonal options, giving the player the ability to get the sound that they're looking for. This one right here goes for $1999.99, handmade in Japan, and this is in Swift Blue.
What kind of fingerboard do we have on there?
This is rosewood fingerboard.
Rosewood, and how
Yep.
about the body?
Mahogany body.
Nice. Looks like a nice satin finish on the neck.
Yes.
So this is made for comfort and for power. You got all kinds of options. Definitely a recommend. Again, this is Jake with 12th Fret Media. We are here with Ken at Yamaha, and we are going to talk about the Silent Series here.
Well, first of all, we want to say how great it is to be back in person at NAMM 2022. It's been 2 years since we got to be here among our friends, our customers, and new people that we get to meet while we're here, and we get to show them some great products that for the last 2 years they haven't been able to see live and in person. So it's been wonderful to be back here these past few days and show some things. And what we want to talk about here today are our line of silent basses, which is a new generation. And when I say generation, it's because there's more than one of them. It's become a family. Right before the pandemic in 2019, we launched the SLB 300 SK bass, silent bass, and it was so popular at that show that it won a Best in Show. And we didn't know it at the time, but 8 weeks later we were in lockdown in the pandemic, and the availability was so difficult. As much as people wanted it, you couldn't get them. So in that process, we kept going, and we developed the big brother to it, and this is SLB 300 Pro, and it's a stepped up instrument with the same features but better materials and better acoustical design, just improved things. The electronics are the same, and I want to explain the electronics to you. What we were able to do was sample 3 different studio microphones with an acoustic bass, and we took the modeling from the from those and put it inside this instrument. So while you're playing this instrument, you can switch from one microphone to another one. The first one is a vintage dynamic. The second one is a tube microphone. The third one is also another dynamic microphone, but it has a much deeper tone. It's got that big fat chocolate sound that bass players love, right? And that's the best feature for the performer, because while they're on stage, they can actually modify their sound to fit the acoustics of the room or the ensemble that they're playing in, or the particular piece on it. So these are, happy to say, in stock and shipping as of now. So the pandemic is over and we're all back, and it's great to be here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And I just want to ask about the materials real quick. The fingerboard, is that ebony?
The fingerboard on this one is ebony. The fingerboard on the SK is rosewood. That's one of the few differences between them. The bridges are the same, but we have a technology called acoustical resonance enhancement, and we did that ARE technology to this.
That's awesome. And as an upright bass owner, I can tell you the need for being more being able to go from place to place, being able to modify your sound. This has got, if you're looking for that, if you're gigging, this is going to be essential for you.
Very collapsible. They fold up nicely. The bag goes over your shoulder, and you get on the subway and go on to your next gig.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for that, Ken. This is the Silent Series from Yamaha, available now. So now we have Andy from Yamaha, and he's going to tell us a bit about the one and only urban guitar.
Yeah, so this was a neat project for Yamaha to get involved with. The phone rang one day, and it's Keith Urban's people on the phone. So he had a guitar that was available online, or some shopping network guitar, a couple of years ago. He came to us with the intention, though, is like, I want to have a guitar available for beginners that was better than the guitar I started on. He complained about high action. He complained about all those things that sometimes kids and beginners have to go through. Let's fix those things, put it with a nice guitar, but then we thought the idea of having an app. How do we give the beginning player some lessons to get the light bulb to go off, right? And that's what we want to do, is create new musicians. So what he does, he gets involved. You can see it on the TV behind us here. He's involved now with giving you online lessons via this app. So you get a free download of the app. We give you a strap and a pick, so it's a great Keith Urban package. But the fact that the first lessons are the man himself. If Jimmy Page would have offered to give us guitar lessons, would we have taken it? Yes, we would. Yes, we would have. So for the heroes now that want to do, is the intention of that he wanted to have more new musicians and to give them a better guitar than what he started on. So I think the intention is pure, and that's why I think Yamaha wanted to get involved with it.
I definitely agree with that. What are some of the difficulties, like we all know the high action, things like that, stiffness, sore fingers that those beginning players are going to experience? How does this make it more ergonomical for them?
Yeah, the nice thing is we put it on a smaller body guitar. So the one thing is that not everybody can handle a big acoustic guitar. Most everybody can handle a smaller body. We can put it on women, we can put it, kids can handle it, bigger guys like us, because it fits. But what we did is we wanted to make sure that the strings were as low as possible to the fretboard for that very thing. We know that about 90% of guitars that are sold to beginners are never played that second year. And that's a crime. That's an absolute crime.
It is.
So if we can make that beginner guitar as easy as possible to play, a little bit narrower at the nut, I might even, for a beginner, go to a different type of string maybe if a finger soreness happens. But it was the intention of which he wanted to bring his name into the world. So this is why we have the Urban Guitar by Yamaha.
That's awesome. How much does this retail for?
Now here's the big thing, 249 bucks.
That is a steal for a Keith Urban guitar.
App, with the strap, with those accessories. And like I say, the cool thing about online and app lessons, you go at your own pace. You don't always have to follow what the teacher's telling you to get it done in a half hour. I can learn a song at a time. I can go at my own pace. And it's the man giving you the lesson. How cool is that?
for an artist-endorsed guitar, that is a steal.
It's very,
and this is a very altruistic thing because we need more young musicians.
We do.
And I think this is a great start to solving that problem. Thank you guys so much
You're
for that.
You're very, very welcome. Urban Guitar, go buy it now. Go buy it now. We're going to talk transacoustic guitars.
Tell us what we got for transacoustic guitars, Andy.
What in the heck is a transacoustic? We had some technology in our piano division about 10 years ago that you could buy a piano with a secondary sound processor in the piano for reverb, chorus, and effects. So when you played your piano, you had a speaker underneath it giving a secondary sound. About 6 years ago, they made the technology small enough, they were like, can we put it into guitars? So now, I'm going to give you a guitar
Interesting.
that has reverb on the inside and chorus. For your people online, I'm not plugged into any sound source. There's nothing going on, so there's magic inside the guitar that is generating the second affected signal.
That was definitely surprising, and it sounds like I'm hearing it from somewhere down here. I know we're in a booth, but there's some magic going on.
Here's where I get to spill the beans about what's going on. So out of the front of the guitar, I get about 80% guitar and about 20% effect. But what we're hearing, the effects are coming off the back of the guitar. This part of the guitar didn't make sound. It didn't vibrate enough to generate any tone, but if I can get something to hit the back of, little magic PC board in there.
Ah, I see.
And there's a little magic bracket down there with this little, it almost looks like a tweeter off one of our PA systems, but it's actually hitting the back of the guitar. So in this room, the reverb bounces off the walls and it kind of surrounds you. So for your viewer, practical experience with me in this guitar, I play it longer.
Yeah.
I don't put the guitar down as fast as I would any other guitar because the reverb is telling me what to do. Now remember, I'm unplugged from any sound source. If I plug the guitar in, I'll get effects coming down the cable.
Wonderful.
So this is really neat. We do it in a dreadnought. We do it in a parlor-sized guitar, a 22.5-inch scale guitar. We do it now in a nylon string. Your classical player with a little chorus on the finger picking. Oh, it's fantastic. This is transacoustic technology available only from Yamaha.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for that, Andy. And I think when you watch this video, you're going to see, I was surprised. I don't know if you were surprised, but I was surprised. This is incredible. Mind is blown.
Yeah, you want to have one of those moments where your eyes get big and your jaw drops and your guitar playing changes to before transacoustic and post transacoustic. You don't want to play a guitar without reverb. Right, in a live environment or a studio environment, you would always add a little sweetness to it. But around the house, we never could. Now, sitting on my couch, I can have reverb. I can have chorus. For inspiration, it keeps me playing longer. Your viewers are going to be happier because they're going to play more guitar. Their wives are going to be happier because the guitar player's happier. The world's going to be happier because the guitar. It's a love cycle, man.
It is. And I imagine for that street musician, the busker, you don't really have to worry about a PA now either. This is amazing.
Absolutely perfect. Transacoustic technology, only available from Yamaha. Jake knows about it. You should too.